Hello. Hi. Hello, my sisters. How are you guys doing today? A very special podcast to the African American race. Um, it is very important that we pay attention to this one, okay? Now, I want to say hello to my beautiful Black queens in recovery. Hi. How are you guys doing? Hello, Tomorrow Women, Together Women. Hello, the Anointed, the Chosen. Hi, Miss Do Betters. Hello to the Sobriety Police. I see you're here. Hi, Power and Powerful. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hi, Experience. Hello. Hi, Good Trouble. How are you doing? Knowledge, wisdom, and courage. Hi, Strength. How are you doing? I see that a lot of you have taken time to um, relate and relax and think about the positivities of sobriety. Okay. Hello, Shirley, goodness and mercy, tender love and care. How are you guys doing today? As you do know that Jesus is in the building like he always is, and you can feel him in the atmosphere. Hi to all of my listeners and my supporters around the world, and that's hope. That I hope that that's where I'm hitting at around the world. And I like to uplift my Black queens right now. I love all queens of the world of all different races. I love all of you. You know I do, and I do support you. Okay. And being a Black woman, um, I had to really like uplift my sisters, okay? And today is a very, very special podcast. And it's dedicated to 12 beautiful sisters of ours who lost their lives in the storm. Um, Now, this podcast, as you do know, I always talk about my sister, Keisha Mays. I love you, Keisha. I love you, girl. I miss you. And I know, Keisha, that if you had lived, and if that person, whoever that was, that took you away from us, your children, and your other family members, that you would be right here with me on this podcast, living life on life terms, clean and sober, having fun with me, laughing, eating everything that we can, getting to the size that we supposed to be, and the intelligence in our minds and building. I know you'd be here with me. I know you would. And you'd be clean. I know you would, because the last time we spoke, that is what was on your mind. So anyone out there in podcast land, know a woman named Keisha Mays, a beautiful chocolate sister. That was the thing. That was her thoughts of her being clean. And so she wanted to go to prison so that she could do that time and come back clean and sober, living life on my terms so she could be the best mother that she could be to her children, the best daughter to her parents, and so on and so forth. I love you guys. All right. Um, this podcast is not only dedicated to Keisha, okay? We, I want you guys to know that our sisters that we lost in the storm, okay, who were slain, um, in Cleveland. Okay, there is a garden for them right there in Cleveland, and it's the Cleveland Garden of 11 Angels. Is That's our sisters who were slain in Cleveland by Anthony Edward Sewell. Okay, and this is a commemoration of our 11 sisters. Okay, now the reason why when I tell you guys about us, when I talk about me and my sisters to the world, if you guys don't know that, we are soldiers, okay, and we are strong. We are God's favorite daughters for reasons that we know that are beautiful, because we're not afraid to stand up, okay, and say what God did for us. We don't hide behind nothing. We here, you know? And our 11 sisters, there is a garden for them. Okay, that's how important our lives is. Our Black lives matter to those who don't think so, who want to judge us for our past life. We are different and we don't have to prove nothing to no one. And these are my 11 sisters, our 11 sisters, our 11 beautiful Black queens who were slain. Okay. Tanya Carmichael, rest in peace. Sister, we live for you every day. Nancy Cobbs, we live for you every day in our sobriety. Tashana Culver, Crystal Dozier, we live for you every day in our sobriety. Talicia Fortson, Amelda Hunter, Lashonda Long, Michelle Mason, Kim Yvette Smith, Diane Turner, and Janice Webb. These are the 11 Black queens that were slain and coaxed into a house by Anthony Edward Sewell, the Cleveland stringer. He took our sisters away from us at their weakest moments. That's why it is important for me to have this podcast so that I can tell you guys sobriety is possible and it is worth it because our sisters didn't make it out. Someone used that weakness, that demon substance, and took their lives. So we live for them. I live for them. When I walk with purpose for them because I take steps that they can no longer take in this world. So to all of their family members out there who are missing and loving on these women, we want you to know. I want you to know I used to be them. And I live for them. I fight for them. I'm saving my other sisters for them. I need your support as well to subscribe and share these contents. Now, in Black America, in the African American race, we are always, some of us are always quick to point the finger at other races, racist people who don't like us. But there is racism in the Black community, in the hood, and it bears out into the upper class and middle class Black Americans. They are affected by this. Okay? Now I want to read to you what these things mean, the names of all of the things that Black do, Black people do to other Black people. Some of them in this hood. Now, there's a thing that we go through when we're out, you know, and it's DWB. And that means sometimes we're pulled over for driving while Black. Okay. Mhm. Okay. And then we have these other abbreviations: Black man working, BMW, Black woman working. All of those things are really, really, really cool things. But to be discriminated against, they're not. They're really not. And when you are a ex-addict who have left the lifestyle of a demon substance that had control of us, we are downrated by our people in the hood, in the Black community. Okay? So when we go out and we're clean, 12 years clean. Oh, yes. Just starting out clean. Oh, yes. We are discriminated against. We are judged and put down by a lot of Black people in those hoods that we live in. And it bears out into other aspects and places that we go to, such as when we apply for jobs, when we apply for housing, we get judged by the people who writing out our application, who interviewing us for the job. If there's someone there that that know someone that know we were on drugs, it'll get into their ear and they will not hire us. They'll say things like, if I knew that she was getting this house, I wouldn't have gave it to her. I wouldn't have approved her application. They'll neglect us and treat us really bad when we are ex addicts, recovery. So what they try to do is damage our name, belittle us, and they try to kill our confidence that we have, okay, in these hoods. And when they do that to us, when the Black men talk about us to other races of men, those men judge every Black woman they see by what our own men have said, and the females. And that is sad because in the upper class and middle class Black females, they get harmed and hurt and killed just like in the hood because of racism from other Blacks. And that is the truth. The truth is that, and that is what it is, the truth. Now, a lot of me and my sisters have been wrongfully convicted of CWBARB. And I put it into these abbreviations, and you say the whole word together, is Kawabara, which means being confident while being a recovering addict. Say it. CWBARA. Kawabara. Confident while being a recovering addict. They try to kill our confidence to keep us in the hood from expanding, and they fear us because it's like we metamorph right in front of them, right in front of them. It's like we go through that metamorphosis. Some of us have gone to rehab, and we've gotten clean in rehab, and some of us, God just took it. One day He just took it, and we never went back. And that's the way it was. Some of us are like that. I am one of those, and I thank God for that. So this podcast is dedicated to me and my sisters and our fallen sisters who didn't get a chance because they were being discriminated against by family members, friends, old friends, people that they don't even know, you know, people who have been recruited to dislike them because of someone else. Missing opportunities because of our past, being discriminated against. And I'm going to read these things to you. So just 1 second. You know, when you're a recovering addict and you have sparrow, you got to do that, okay? Because that's how God bless us. All right. Now, I wanted to tell you guys this about us. We do have confidence, and that's why we support each other. And PLM, people like me, I am my sister's keeper. Here, you can have confidence that I will be here, okay? Because I am someone who you can trust in and lean on, okay? I was born to be a leader. I was born for greatness. I was chosen for the life I've lived and for the life I'm living now. And I was chosen for that. And I accept everything that I've ever been through in my life because it got me to the point where I am. And this is what you are. You are confident, okay? Right now, you are confident. And the meaning of confident is feeling or showing confidence in oneself. That's why every day when you get up and you thank God for giving you grace today and every day that you are up, and He gives you that confidence and He gives you the tools to live, to walk, to breathe as a living testimony and give Him the glory. So when the enemy is attacking us through our own people, I know it hurts. I know, but after a while, it won't hurt because you'll know that they are lost and turned out, and there's a yoke around their necks, and everything that they are doing is controlled. Okay? They're not themselves. They are not who they appear to be to you. They are not a threat. We are a threat to them. Okay? Now, confidence. The feeling of belief that one can rely on someone or something firm and trust. Okay? So you can have confidence in Denise L. Jenkins. You can have confidence in the sobriety of me because these are us and us are these. We love you. You understand? And you're new in recovery. And I wanted to get our sisters' names out to you so that you would know that someone died. They didn't want to be like that. They did not want to die that way. I'm sure when he took our sisters from us and they realized what he was doing, that they were wishing and praying to God that they never went in to that place with him. So that's why we can't trust everybody. We cannot. We cannot trust everybody. Do you understand? I want you to know this. And if you stop for a little while and you go back to it, and someone that you might know could take your life because you had got away once, and now that they got you back into their corner, in their grips, they feel they can get you and take your life. Don't trust no one. A young man came up to me today out of the blue, and I was in the store. I was deciding what I'm gonna get for my little boy, what I'm gonna get for him. And this young man, he comes up to me and he just started talking. And I got a mask on my face and I'm doing right. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And I asked him, why are you talking to me? And he said to me, because you look confused. I thought about that. And you know what I did? I continue to get the things for my child because I move with purpose, just like you do. We move with purpose. When I got home, I was able to think on it and elaborate. Like I looked confused. I did not look confused. I looked like I was handling my business, a Black woman in motion with purpose. Now, if I was on dope, on a demon substance, and I went to him and asked him for it, that would have been confusing. You feel me? That would have been me overlooking my responsibilities to give all of my hard earned money to him, okay? To add to his life. instead of the life of me and my sparrow that God has given me charge over. So, no, young man, I know I didn't look confused. And I know that you were schooled or you had the scoop. At least you think you had the scoop about me. So, my sisters, I tell you, we cannot trust anyone. When you are in sobriety, be selfish with yourself because people have told other people about your past. Do you hear me? And they are not going to they're not going to want to see you doing better. Okay, Miss Do Betters? We are Miss Do Betters on a different level, okay? We're Miss Do Betters because we are doing better in life. Understand? Let me tell you the racism in African American race. Okay, I want to give you the definitions so that way you can understand where I'm coming from. And if anyone listening and tuning into this podcast, please pay close attention to the words coming out of my mouth because they could be speaking directly to you. This is what racism means: prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism by an individual, community, or institution against a person or people on the basis of their membership in a particular racial or ethnic group, typically one that is a minority or marginalized. Did you hear that? That's what racism is. So what you do to us, recovering addicts, you are prejudiced against your own people and other people in the hood who may not have done drugs. They just are different. They go to school, they go to work, they don't hang out. You are prejudiced against your own people. Discrimination. Do you know what it means to discriminate against a person? Hmm? Or antagonize them? Those are the things that you do to your black women who've been on drugs when you crowd around their houses. Okay? When you follow them down the street, when you say bad things about them when they pass it by, minding their business, you antagonize your own people. And that's why upper class Black Americans, middle class Black Americans, and in the hood, we are affected by racist white people because of these things. And you know I'm not lying. The truth is what it is. Suck it up. Now, I'm going to give you the definition of racial. Racial means relating to the major grouping in humankind is something deliberate. You deliberately downrate us. Yes, you do. You deliberately do it. So if someone see you deliberately hurting your brother or you're cursing at your mother or doing your sister bad, if people see you deliberately doing your own kind like that, guess what? They're going to do it too. Okay? They will do this too. And that's what you do. Delivery. That's what you do to us. You do this to us. It affects us physically. It affects us mentally because you put us in a physically characterize a lifestyle. You make it seem like we the worst people walking on the face of this earth. And I know for a fact that every sister that I have met who has been on a demon substance are way smarter than their haters. And they have more compassion so they can do the job of the people who try to pencil whip us. Those who say such things as, if I knew it was her getting this house, I would never have approved it. And that's a black woman saying that about another black woman, because a black woman she knows do not like this. Now, if that isn't racism, please, please somebody correct me if I'm wrong. And you guys have these jobs, and I have called you out. You know who you are, and I don't back down from it. No, I'm not. And that is what you guys do. All of you. You do this in the hood. In the hood. What y'all say is all good. It is not. Anyone like that, no. And the thing about this is that really, really grinds my gear is this. Every black person in this world is considered a minority, whether you know this or not. While you cash in that paycheck, uh-huh. So you are a minority, downgrading a minority that fits in the same ethnic group as you, the same ancestry line as you. How does that make you feel? Ooh, how does that make you feel? Now, a racist. Here we go. A racist is a person who is prejudiced against or antagonistic towards people or the basis of their membership in a particular racial and ethnic group, typically one that is a minority. Ha 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 ha. Or marginalized. There you go. Do you understand when you're talking about your people and downgrading your people and you're discriminating against them and you're stopping them from getting jobs and housing and you're throwing away our paperwork like Christy Smith did and throw away our paperwork because you know someone who do not like us? So you look down on us because we used to be on a demon substance. Pastors too. Oh yes. Yes. The Baptist church too. And when other races step out of line towards us, what do? You fight with them. But you will go right back in the hood and do the same thing to your people. That's messed up. That's messed up. That's messed up. Prejudice. The meaning of prejudice is preconception, preconceived opinions that is not based on reason or actual experience. So everybody who think they got the scoop on us are prejudiced against us, and we your people. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. Yes, you were prejudiced against your own people in that outfit, in that uniform, behind that badge. You are. And this is why Black Americans on all scales of life are mistreated, killed, and disappeared. Okay? Stop it. You need to quit. We all deserve a chance for better living, for a better lifestyle. We do. We all stand a chance of being hurt and killed by some other race because of the racism between blacks. And it starts in the hood. Yes, it does. Uh-huh. Now let me give you some more things. You can see I'm standing up for my sisters. This is how a black woman support another black woman or a group of black women. This is how we do it. This right here. We have actual factuals and we present them intelligently. So while you're sitting back judging us because we used to be on a demon substance and we've been on it a long time, and now that we're clean and sober, and yeah, we got maybe a few teeth missing here or something like that, and you think that you're better, and you think that your friend that is with you telling you to, oh, let me tell you about her. And when we go out there and try to get jobs, you do that. You discriminate against your own people. And every one of us is considered a minority. And let me tell you something else too. It don't matter what you got, no matter how much you got, what your status is, there are people who are always going to call you the N-word. So when you're driving your fancy car and you're looking down on people, you better believe there are some folks of a different race looking down on you too. So you're no better. Don't ever think that. Now I'm going to give you the definition to discrimination. Discrimination, okay? The unjust or prejudiced treatment of different categories of people. Now, how do you categorize yourself? Hmm? Okay, no comment. Leave it to me in the comments how you categorize yourself. Because even though I was on a demon substance, my Black Lives Matter. Even though I was on a demon substance, I am still God's child. So when you group up and talk about us Black women who are in recovery, and someone then gave you the scoop, and you will use that to be prejudiced against us, try to treat us bad, and try to hold us down when we're trying to get up out of here. Remember, what category, huh? How do you categorize yourself? Because one thing I do know, God said, ain't nobody perfect. So none of you are perfect. None of you. Okay? None of you are perfect. Especially on the grounds of ethnicity, age, sex, disability, or one's past. Did you get that? Let me read it again. Discrimination, the unjust or prejudice treatment of different categories of people, especially on the grouping of the grounds of ethnicity, age, sex, disability, or one's past. Now, let me tell you something. When our ancestors were set free, and our ancestors was free, they were free to get houses, free to go to school, but there were still limitations on our people. And the limitations on our people was going to school in proper conditions, right kind of books. And the discrimination came in with this. being judged for our past. So that's what you do. You judge ex addicts, recovering women from a demon substance. You judge us from our past. Oh, yes. And when our ancestors were set free, they were judged because all they knew was the fact that they came from slaves and they were still treated like a slave. They were lynched, beat, as children, told they could never be anything but a janitor and a maid. Malcolm X said that he was going to be a lawyer, remember? Hmm. But his teacher said, no, not your people. You could only be a janitor, trash man, something like that. But he grew up to be Malcolm X. Michelle Obama teacher told her in college, oh, you should not try for that, you know. You should try this instead. This suits you better. She's the first lady, black, in the White House. Brandy, the singer, her teacher told her, you can't sing that good. Multi-billionaire star, singer, actress. Don't mess with us. Don't tell your people we ain't nothing because we used to be on drugs. Okay? What you know about us is what you should know about you. Take some time. Do that. Instead of doing that, belittling, trying to keep people held back because they was on drugs. Don't you know that we were kids and we went to school? We graduated. Some of us went to college. Some of us went to tech colleges. So we got something to fall back on besides our butt. Okay? So when you cold lamping and trying to ride past us and call us names, you do it to me every day. Oh, yes, Roland Martin. Oh, yes, they do. In the hood. Okay? I have something to fall back on. And I have compassion for my sisters. And ain't nobody going to do them like that. Not on my watch. There are a generation of little black girls coming behind me and my sister. And I don't want them to ever think that they are less than what they are because of something someone said, someone did to them. Do you know that most of the women that has been on a demon substance as little girls were molested, were victim of child rape? Do you know this? It doesn't matter what we've been through. You don't understand us, and we're stronger than you because we don't take a person past and try to hurt them with it. All of you. You know who you are, and you do it. You try to team up against us, and you black. You black. I support Roland Martin's nation, and I need Roland Martin to support mine. I think and I truly believe we need a Black History class because if this is going to keep going on, everything that I have read to you about racism is what Black people do to each other in these communities called the hood and etc. etc. Most of these women, my sister, myself, have been victims of child molestation in our family. We were not protected from the wolves in the street because the wolves in our family got to us first. We are some of the most beautiful people that you would ever discover because we're not met. We are discovered because we are buried under so much hate, salt, strife, all that backlash, rumors, lies, for someone to make themselves look good by standing on top of us. You are the reason that this podcast is so special and dedicated to my father's 11 sisters who fell short and came up and was attacked by this man, Anthony Edward Swell, who was a U.S. Marine, a rapist, a killer, and a murderer too. So we cannot trust people. We can't even trust some women because some women will get you harmed if they're on a demon substance and you are too, or you may not be on a demon substance and you're just trying to help somebody. Don't go into no houses with them. No, don't do none of those things. Protect yourselves. We have to do that. We have to. And in some cases, our families are our worst enemy. Okay? Because they're the ones that can come and mess up things. Now, let me tell you, they fear us. They fear us. They fear us because we have transformed. Transformation is awesome. It's another word for change. And we have transformed into the beautiful people they see, the healthy women they see, the women going and handling their business. Don't like that. They don't like it. And I know it's sad because it's our people. We're the original people. So they say every time you turn on the television, that's what they're saying. We come from kings and queens. Not all of us were kings and queens. And I think if you look at the whole thing, the whole picture, you can tell who came from kings and queens. You can tell who the strength is abiding in. You can see that. We are strong women. You are strong women. You are a recovering addict. You have a name that you own up to. You don't have to hide. You don't have to have mankind's approval. You are strong. You are unlimited. You are not limited by a person's words, their opinion of you, where you live, or where you've been. You can go higher and get more. Elevate your minds. Do that. It is a beautiful thing to live elevated. The peace within you will elevate you. www.memory.com will elevate you. Because when you think about where you've been, you don't want to be there no more. And when you think about where you're at, you don't want to be here. You want to go higher. People who try to keep us down are afraid of us. People who have more than us and they got to try to put it in our face fear us. This is the definition: an unpleasant emotion caused by the belief that someone or something is dangerous, likely to cause pain, or a threat. They are threatened by us. If we overcome them, which we will, and we are doing it, it will cause them pain because everything that they have said about us will be shown for what it really is: a lie. Every time we have gone somewhere to get housing and jobs, benefits, anytime, even in a store to get grocery for our children, we intimidate people who cannot take it in that we have changed and we are better than what we used to be. They fear us. They do. That's why they grab a hold of a rumor and use it against us. They grab a hold of a lie and tell it because a lie don't care who tells it. And a lie is believable. It's all according to who telling it. So if the police lying on you, people believe it. If that police got family in your neighborhood and around the corner from your house, they'll believe it. If your kid's father trying to make himself look good, people will believe him. If the young lady who's supposed to be handling your case tell a lie on you because she want to fit in, she don't have her own mind, and she's supposed to, and she lied along with the rest of them, of course, they'll believe it. They'll get as many as people as they can. They are weak. And they get children to do it too. That's even more weaker. Because the things that we hear about our sisters who are in recovery looking and doing their best to stay on top, but getting pulled down, it do not affect us the way they think it should. And that's why they keep coming after us. And it is great to show them who you are. Show them. Show them who you are. So when they look in the mirror after discriminating against you, being racist against you, being prejudiced against you, and when they look in the mirror, they will see who they are. They'll see themselves. So you show them who you are. You stand on all 10 toes. Do that. We are not going to take that. Our sisters have died, lost their lives. They've been killed, overdose, somebody tricking them, somebody taking advantage of because it was on a substance that is a demon substance. Now, I want to let you know what an irrational fear is as well. Okay, my sisters? An irrational fear is fear or phobia is a external, extreme, and persistent fear of something that presents little to not real fear or danger. Okay? Now, let me tell you, that is not categorizing us. They don't categorize us. They are not to be feared. They fear us. Okay? We have no phobias. We have no cowardness. We do not hide our truth. We accept who we are and we give the glory to God. They are not to be feared at all. Don't worry about what they're going to say. Okay? Don't worry about what they're going to do when you go to the grocery store, when you go to the hair store, when you go get your son and daughter's shoes. Don't worry about that. They have issues they got to deal with. And people like them need people like us because they got so many skeletons in their closet. And let me tell you something. And they need something to direct their attention to because they got some really messed up ways about themselves. Oh, yes, we can see it. And when someone exposes themselves to you, what do? They hate you. The guy that molested you, he hates you. He'll lie on you because you exposed him. That's mostly how child molesters is. And a rapist too. A perverted person who stick around cameras in a person's house. They want to bother you. And they know they're doing wrong. You a voyeur. USOB. You are a voyeur. You looking at prison time if you are caught. So don't let no one play on your intelligence, my sisters. Don't let no one try to make you feel bad because of what they did to you. You are a new person. You are a changed person. You are living a better life person. You're living life on life terms. And we are here stepping high for our fallen sisters who didn't make it. And if they was here right now, do you know what them women will be doing? Do you know what Crystal Doja would be doing today if she was clean and sober? She would be a great grandmother, I believe, or on her way. The best. Yes. Kim Yvette Smith, come on. We got to live for them. Keisha Mays, we live for them. We live in sobriety and it is possible. That's a point they never made it to. That's a point they never touched. They never taste this. So don't you let your haters stop you. Keep on moving and don't you stop. Don't you ever give up on yourself. You done did it before. Sober. You're not doing it no more. Sober. I want you to be. Being is so much more powerful than having. The qualities that we women, recovering addicts, us queens, tomorrow women, together women, our quality is far more valuable than those who look upon us in this light, those in our race and those out of our race. You are somebody. It is important you show them who you are. So when they look in the mirror, they'll see who they are. I love you. This has been Denise Jenkins with another episode of PLM. People like me. I am my sister's keeper. Therefore, I shall keep my sisters informed and away from harm. I shall love my sisters, uplift my sisters, my beautiful Black queens, yes, and all our other sisters of different races around the world. Yes, I love you all. Please like, subscribe, share, and send your comments to Our Father's Podcast because if not for him, I wouldn't be here for you. Peace out. So we'll do the Miss Do